Welcome back, fellow warriors, to the stage of history. My name is Cosmo Jazz, and today we're going to be looking at Season 3 of the Tekken Season Pass. This is possibly a miracle in itself for a lot of reasons, and I could go on and on for days and days about why this is such and whatnot, but I don't want to bore you. Unfortunately, this time, due to time conflicts and whatnot, I won't have my boy Eddie this time. Sad face, I know, but we are adults. We have to do what we have to do. And I hope you guys enjoy it like you did last time. But without further ado, let's check this out, shall we? Bandar. And honestly, after seeing this, and especially after last year, should have known that it was going to be a Season 3 announcement. Because it's starting off the exact same way. But, it's going to be pretty cool, you know? Season 3 begins. Anime! Alright, so we're already starting off with some new moves there. And looks like Fang just got a new wall carry, which is going to be very good for him. Especially with possible damage extending and whatnot. Lei just got a new backhand move from, I forgot what the actual move is from, but like normally you do like another kick with it, but now he has a, I'm going to guess a spin attack. So that should also help with some more combos, making them easier for him. Lei's not the easiest person to combo with, so that's all well and good there. Here's the thing that really caught people's attention right here. That right there. Now, if you don't know, that is actually a legacy move from some older games from Geese. And it looks like it's also going to be another tailspin attack for him. Now, I know you're probably already thinking, this character is already busted to hell. Why does he need more things added to him? And there is a reason for that as we go along. I will explain, possibly. But, just know that's going to be good for him. Then you get a lot of rapid things. Like a lot of rapid motion, different things. It's going to be impossible almost for me to go to all of them. But you have a new low for Miguel. A new low for Armor King, which is almost similar to King's little sweep move that he has. I guess they wanted to make them kind of even in that because King already has some of Armor King's moves, so now Armor King's going to have some of King's moves now. But is what it is. Alyssa has a new flip kick, which is going to be having the opponent flip on their back, which is going to be good for her as far as Oki goes. And she definitely has a lot of options for that. So I'm sure Alyssa players are going to be happy about that move. Looks like Law got a new tailspin attack. Don't know why he needed that, but it is what it is. Leo also got a flip stance attack that would allow for flip over and put them on like that. So that's gonna get for Oki. This is cool. Josie got a knee. It's gonna do a wall splat. It's gonna be big damage for that character. This looks like up forward too, which is a move I believe she had in 5. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure she had this again. It looks like it's going to be another tailspin attack. That's going to be very good. Looks like Noctis got another shield attack. This one doesn't look like it's armored. And wall splats. So that's going to be interesting. Yoshi got a sword attack. I'm not sure what the implication is going to be there. Sorry. Jesus, moves so fast. Looks like Julia got a new low that on counter hit knocks down. I am curious if it's just on counter hit or is it actually going to have some other properties to it. Kind of hoping so. I am a Julia main and I would love a new low as much as the next guy. But if not, I'm glad I got another low to add to my arsenal. That is one of the things personally I think Julia needs. So that's going to be good. Looks like Eliza got another wall splat attack from like back something. And then it just gets insane. It gets insanely crazy. Ling gets a kick. It seems to do a spin attack on there. I'm not exactly sure how that's new for Kuma. I feel like he's already had something like that, but and then I don't know. And Negan gets another low. If anybody needs buffs in this game, it's Gigas, Negan, and Lars, I think, in my opinion. Those people need buffs. So for him to get, it looks like a very sweeping low that's not like that badass thing that's like negative infinity. It's gonna be good. And then there's a bunch of stuff here which I kind of looked at around. I can't get any closer, I'm sorry, but I did notice that Steve got a wall bounce attack and it looks like maybe a new low. Jack has a new crush move that you can do into it looks like a down 2 something, and Kazumi got some kicks in or out of her warrior stance that is similar to Jinpachi. Those are the ones that really stand out to me the most right now. I mean, but they all stand out really. I mean, you have Lucky Chloe who does that 1, 2, 3, 4 move. Literally has an extra extension that like puts into a knockdown stance and can combo after it with Kali roll. So that's gonna be nutty. And then Gigas has a low into tailspin move, which I think a lot of people were saying that it was hard to really combo with Gigas without following a certain flowchart. So maybe that'll help in that aspect in there. Trying to think of something else that was happening around there. Katarina didn't really have much of anything I was caring about. Jin has a new wall bounce off of his forward. I believe it's forward 1+2, which is going to be nuts in the long run. And Paul also has another wall bounce as well off of forward. I want to say 2-1, the just frame, and Geese's stage. You buy your life. I'm just saying that now. But those are the notable ones to me. And then you have this, which makes this so much better, in my opinion. Because at first you couldn't really get it unless you hit confirmed it off of a weird move or some shit. So that's crazy. And then, of course, you get shown our first character, Zafina. Who would have thought she would have made it back? But I am definitely looking forward to this. And it looks like she has some staple combos from there. Had a wall bounce there. wall bounce mechanic. And honestly, I want to point out these wall bounces stuff now because in Season 2 they were introduced. But if you've played Tekken up to this point, you know that they were practically useless because they were off of moves that are very slow and not very good. And if you've looked at the wall bounces that are here now, you've noticed that they're on better moves, pretty much. Faster, more practical moves. And I think that's going to be a big staple for Season 3, is that we want this mechanic to survive, to actually do something, but we're seeing that it's not working. So let's switch it up a bit and see what happens. But looks like she had her, I think that's 1+2. I'm not a Zafina person. This is probably the first real time I'm going to be playing her in Tekken 7. I maybe messed with her a slight bit in Tag 2, but not to the point where I was just like, yeah, I played Zafina. Yeah, no, I didn't. This is very new, I know for sure. Also, I want to say, I think this is a remix of Tekken 6 intro. I feel like it sounds like the Tekken 6 intro in there. And it looks like she also has Azazil's powers, which seems to be a theme as far as Tekken goes. Tekken 7 anyway. Mystical stuff, whatever. I do wonder if that's supposed to be like some kind of thing, the move that she did. Like, let me show you again. Go back. Notice how she hits him first. I wonder if that's similar to Kazumi's forward 2. Because if you hit with that, she automatically goes into an animation where the tiger finishes off the, quote, combo there. So I wonder if it's a very similar situation to that. Now we have also an armor move, also similar to Kazumi, where if you hit her enough times, it automatically reverses the attack back onto the opponent, and then she swings. Except for Kazumi, it uses the tiger. But I wonder if it's the same concept we're going here with Zafina and this new move. We're going this Kazumi route with these things. Is what I'm wondering. Rage Art was a 2-hit. Doing her spider thing. And then that was some Tekken 6 stuff. I really do wonder what the story is behind that. And as you know, with all the other characters, they didn't add any story episodes. But I'm hoping that they add something here, other than like a wall of text you can read on a website. And I know it's kind of hoping against hope, but I kind of do hope there's more to it. But I'm very excited for her. I'm going to play her and show my support for the character. And I really hope the Zafina mains come out and do that, because from my understanding, she was barely played at all. I don't know too much about the character, but especially since June was in Tekken Tag 2, she always had my attention more than any other character in the game, minus maybe Julia. So, it's very interesting. And now we have Leroy Smith. Now, it is very interesting that Terada definitely said himself this was his idea or whatnot, so he looks cool, I'll say that. I know people are going absolutely nuts for this character. Me, not so much. I've never been a fan of the old man character, per se. I do like that he's kind of like Ip Man, per se, with the whole and stuff like that. And the one-inch punch. But, and this trailer is badass. Like, I can give credit where it's due. This trailer was absolute badass. But I don't know if I'm going to be absolutely 100% excited for him, but I'm excited for anybody who's excited for him. And it's a brand new character, so, I mean, that's awesome in itself. Now, here's something that people seem to not fully understand, I think. And that's this right here. As it says, for September release, it is going to be Zafina, it seems. And for winter is where we're going to get Leroy, another character, and another feature. I don't think people are really looking at the graph right. Because if you see the very next thing, which is split off again, you can see the split there, is that there's going to be another character and another stage, which is probably going to be another guest character. Who that is, it's up in the air at this point. I mean, we have a Walking Dead character from the show. You could say comics too. It is what it is. But, I mean, I think a lot of people are hoping for Kiryu. A lot of people are hoping for Tifa. Now that Snake's in the mix, there might be some people hoping for that. Oh, that's a whole nother story in itself that we're going to talk on the podcast. Don't worry. But yeah, I think people are not fully understanding that Zafina is coming out first. And it's just her with the Season 3 update. And then come winter, most likely around Tekken World Tour is ending, is where they're going to have Leroy, the new character, which is probably going to be a legacy character, and the new feature, which I've heard even debate on if this new feature is even going to be like a mode. Because I think when they did Tekken Bold, they literally said it was a mode on the Season 1 pass. So it's up in the air with that for the feature. Kind of hoping for Tekken Ball a little bit. If I really had my 100% like, oh my gosh, this is what I want kind of thing, it would be scenario mode co-op. I would want that to come back to where I can play with my friends and like this beat 'em up Tekken Force mode, and we just like level up our characters and really go at it in like some stages and whatnot. Like that would be amazing to me. Now I'm sure there would be like, well, the Street Fighter characters would be broken because of Repukins or whatever. It's just like, who cares? It's a fun mode. But that's my personal hope. I know that's asking a lot. That's a lot of redo up-res things and all that good stuff. And I know it's a pipe dream at best. But that's what I would want the new feature to be. As far as this character goes, it's probably going to be another legacy character. I know Eddie said that that's probably be my best chance to have June. And as much as I would love that, there's still a slight side of me thinking it's not going to be her. It's going to be another character who, I don't know, maybe Kunimitsu, maybe Ganryu, I don't know, and maybe even Christy. And if you're really like, well, why would they waste a slot on Christy when Eddie's in there? Hear me out. I would think that if they brought back Christy, like with Zafina a bit, they would change her up to where she's not just a clone character, that she has her own moves. Like if I had it personally, it would be like the difference between Asuka and June, where they have maybe a couple of sharing moves, but at the same time they're completely different characters when you really get down to it. But that's just my thoughts and theories on that. Now, as far as the free updates, which everybody gets, and things that we've been waiting for a long ass time, long ass time, we get expanded practice functionality and my replays. We've been waiting for that for so long, dude. Like that should have been in from the get-go. But hey, we finally got it. It's finally here. Let's enjoy it while it is. Also, player stats display. I don't know what that means. It almost makes me think of World Tour Federation, where they had like your stats, how many lows you did, what you got hit by. Maybe that's what it is. Cross my fingers for that. Updated UI. So we're probably going to have a new life bar again. Different colors and whatnot. And that's probably what that's going to be. But I think that's it as far as that goes. Expanded practice functionality. We could hope it'll be frame data like in Mortal Kombat. I kind of doubt it. It's kind of something that the Japanese really don't do. But who knows? This is all new as far as I'm concerned. But that is my breakdown of the Season 3 video. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And as always, ask yourself this one question. Does your soul still burn? I am in the process of moving, so I'm going to try to do as much uploading as I can, but till September, I won't be able to do much of anything else. But until then, bye guys. Have a blessed day. On the YouTube side, because I am...